Are you ready to have your socks scared off, Smoothie Gang? I didn't get my YouTube pillow. It was so scary. And this is like comfy, like, yeah. But still, man, if you're at home, make sure you turn off the lights. I'm keeping my lights on, Smoothie Gang, because I'm scared, man. I can't do this without y'all. I'm not watching this video unless all of y'all come with me, Smoothie Gang. So if y'all ready, yo, press that play button. Well, actually, I'm gonna press the play. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
3 months after I turned 16 in 2005, I got my first car, a '99 Toyota Camry. On a warm Saturday night, when my friend Alex invited me over to one of his friend's big parties, I knew I wouldn't be in a condition to drive the Camry home afterward. So we carpooled with Alex's girlfriend, Brianna. We lived in the countryside of Virginia, meaning less big parties. Meaning when there was a big party, it was a huge deal and everyone would go. We lived about 5 to 10 minutes away from this kid's house. I knew where he lived as I was a...
Yo, pause. For some reason, and I need y'all to tell me, because all of them look the same, man. It's like once you got that face, you know what I mean? You got that plain Jane. I look like the dude from Twilight, but only from the side profile type pic. You know what I mean? You get into some scary stuff, Smoothie Gang. That's all I got to say about that. You know, that's all I got to say about that.
Acquainted with him, but not exactly friends. The whole ride there, we took the same 2-lane highway type road through the woods, and this kid's house was actually on this road further down. At certain points on this road, there were a few houses on either side, and then it would just go back to being a long, empty highway again. The house was tiny, like a lot of houses around the area, but the party was held outside anyways, since his closest neighbors were relatively far away, and noise wasn't an issue. I'll skip most of the party up until the point that Brianna, who was supposed to be our designated driver, had to suddenly leave.
Hold up, time out. Brianna type cute, you feel me? Like Brianna, like she got the little John on her. Like she got a little John on her. You know, I can see she looking a little, she juicy, man. She juicy, man.
Alex said it was fine and that we'd find a ride home.
He took Brianna.
Well, fast forward another few hours and another few
Wait, what the fuck? Yo, check this out.
Another few hours.
What kind of party did they go to? Yo, homie is just jumping through the, he jumping through the air on Molly. He's in a rave right now.
And another few drinks, and I could barely even walk straight. I checked my watch, and it was like 2 in the morning. I figured it was time to go.
Oof.
I started looking for Alex, but I couldn't find him anywhere. In fact, it seemed like everybody I knew had already left. I could barely even think straight, but I was still furious at the fact that Alex could have actually left without me. I asked to use the party host's phone and dialed Alex's home number. After 2 tries, I gave up and then realized I shouldn't wake his family up. So, literally not knowing what else to do, I dizzily stepped out onto the road and began walking back home. I knew this walk would take anywhere from half an hour to an hour in my condition.
Okay, listen. I don't care who I'm with. Well, unless I'm with the Smoothie Gang. If I'm with y'all, gang, if I'm with y'all, then I'll take that walk, man. But I don't care who I'm with. I'm not walking, no. I'm not walking no 30 minutes or half an hour in the woods on a 2-way street. Didn't he just say that? So I feel like these boys set themselves up for these scary stories, man. It's like they set themselves up. I'm not doing that. But I don't know. He never seen The Hills Have Eyes, man. You never seen that movie.
Maybe after 15 minutes of walking down the road, the slight shine of car headlights on the road was fading in from behind me. Jumping for joy inside, I lifted up my arm and stuck out my thumb. As the car neared, it slowed down and came to a stop right next to me. The man driving the '98 Ford Explorer rolled down the window and asked where you headed. I told him my house was just down the road and beyond a right turn, probably slurring my words beyond comprehension. He chuckled and told me to hop in. I thanked him and joyously hopped into the truck.
Alright, see, look, I would have been dead. I'll tell you that right now, because check him out, man. Check him out. He look like Superman, right? He got his chest is all wide. You know, he got a little cleft jaw, and he got a businessman tie. I would have been like, all right, this dude's cool. This guy's cool. I respect him. Let's get up in this car. That would have been me.
I was exhausted, and I remember completely disregarding things the guy was asking me because I was so close to just passing out. And that's what happened. The memories of being in that truck turned to a fog as I'm sure I passed out.
It's just stuff you don't do.
The next thing I remember, I woke up still in the moving truck. The guy looked at me and laughed, but didn't say anything. I looked around, and realized the road we were on wasn't familiar. I nervously asked, where are we going? He then said, so what were you doing out this late anyway? As the man answered my very straightforward question with another irrelevant question, the sobering reality of the situation hit me. You can let me out anywhere, I told the man.
Please.
The man responded with a firm no.
All bets off. That man, he losing his jaw at this point. Wham! That's all it takes, Smoothie gang, you know what I mean? And I would have been out the car. Because you ain't telling him. I'm back. But that ain't never happening, man. That's never happened in this movie, Steve. Listen, gang. We smart. All of us watching this video right now is smarter than this boy. Because well, let's see what happens, man. I'm too scared. I don't want to press the button, man. Chucky.
I felt like throwing up as he said that. No, I really actually felt like I was going to throw up. I started to gag as I felt more and more nauseous by the second. The man took his eyes off the road to look at me, and that's when I thought of the perfect distraction. I turned in his direction as I continued to gag, and he started to kind of lean away and slow down the car. Thankfully, I drank as much as I did because I finally threw up and made a point of doing it all over the man's lap. The man yelled in frustration and stopped the car, and that's when I took it upon myself to run for my life into the woods and duck behind a few bushes. The man...
Alright, for a white dude, and I'm sorry for the white Smoothie gang members out there, but for a white dude and a scary, he's type smart, you know what I'm saying? But he's still type dumb, you feel me? But he's still type smart. And low key, on a low key Smoothie gang, he gonna survive this.
Came following into the woods with a flashlight, and on 2 separate occasions, he shined the light straight over me without noticing. Eventually, I heard his footsteps walk even further into the woods past me. That was when I ran back to his truck, but unfortunately, he was smart enough to lock it.
If he take the whip, oh, okay, all right.
By some miracle, I saw another car approaching in the distance, and I ran out into the middle of the street, waving my arms like a lunatic. The car tried to avoid me, but I wouldn't let it. They were forced to stop, and I yelled at them to help me before they came back. Once I told them that I was kidnapped by the man who was driving that Ford Explorer, the driver agreed to give me a lift. Not to the police station or anything, but to my house.
That's what's
I
up.
made it back safely where I couldn't thank the driver enough. I immediately woke up my parents and told them. My dad wanted to know if I got his tag number, and then I felt like punching myself in the face. I failed to get the simplest information from the guy that would have allowed me to actually properly report him. All I knew was that he drove a faded blue '99 Ford Explorer.
Listen, man, I'm about to look outside right now, and we all got to check this out. We got to look outside. We got to go open the peep shades, and we got to see who's out there, man. Because we see a 1990 what? Ford Explorer. It's going down, Smoothie gang. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just close the shades, man.
I made sure to give Alex a piece of my mind, and part of me always held a grudge against him ever since, just for abandoning me at a party without telling me. I haven't seen him in 4 years now, however, and this was actually the first time I even thought about this incident for almost a year now.
A whole year?
As time goes on, even the worst of memories may start to fade. But after writing this to share with the internet, it's once again fresh in my mind.
Smoothie gang, that right there, that right there, that was dope, man. That whole thing, that whole escapade, the party, the jumping out the car, you know what I'm saying? All of that Smoothie gang. And it makes it fun. I get to share those moments with you, all right? So, if you guys, let's see if we can at least get 20 likes. Do it for the Pokemon, man. Do it for the Pokemon. Let's see if we can at least get 20. If we can get 20 likes on it, if we can get 20 likes on this video, I would forever be like in debt for all of y'all. Like literally, I love anyone that comes out to watch any part of this channel. All right, Smoothie gang. So, man, I got so much more crazy videos for you guys to make. Make sure you follow me on social media. Like, boom, like it's obvious. Don't be goofy, man. Like, follow me, and I'll definitely follow you back. And comments, I always subscribe to them. Ooh, always comment back to comments. But check you guys later, Smoothie gang. It's great to see you guys come out. And I will see you somewhere on this crazy thing that most people call the interwebs.